Hello and welcome to Mind the Tech London 2023. My name is Alonsi and I am delighted to be joined now by Nicole Priel. Nicole is a partner and managing director at Ibex Investors. Hi Nicole.
Hey, good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
Perhaps you could start us off with a short introduction regarding Ibex Investors and your role within the firm.
Sure. So at Ibex, we're a US-based firm. We manage today a little bit over $1 billion. We're 27 people, and most of our assets are actually allocated and focused on Israel. So in Israel, we lead or co-lead rounds in companies across all sectors and all stages. So from pre-seed to pre-IPO and beyond in the public equity markets. So we have an office of 6 in Tel Aviv, and it's growing.
Okay, and obviously these have been really challenging times, a bit of a roller coaster over recent months, recent years. How has that affected your investment strategy?
It's a good question. We have our finger on the pulse of everything that's going on in the markets. We remain focused on valuations and opportunities when they arise. We believe that fortunes are made in bear markets, not in bull markets. So we think that times of crisis present an opportunity to invest. So like Warren Buffett says, be greedy when others are fearful. So we invested throughout 2022. We look forward to doing several investments this year as well. So we're looking for opportunities.
Regarding where companies looking to invest in, is there specific sectors, specific stages?
So we invest across the board. We have what we call our early stage fund and what we call our growth fund. And we will look at companies at inception, so very times first check in, all the way through their last private round of funding. And in terms of sectors, we've invested across the board in cybersecurity, in enterprise software, in ag tech, in insure tech, and we continue to look for the most promising founders in Israel.
Okay, I mean, are you seeing maybe, not just with you, but looking more broadly, a change in the due diligence process in these times?
Well, it's nice to return to a period of normalcy, so I'd call it 2018, 2019 era, when investors and founders can actually get to know each other and spend time together and not rush into deals. So I'm seeing that there's a lengthening sales process, so to speak. So there is more time to do proper due diligence and for the two sides to get to know each other. We still try to be really mindful of founders' times and return a quick no or run a very efficient due diligence process. But I am noticing a trend that companies are taking a little bit longer to raise now than they were perhaps 18 months ago.
Right, so it's probably longer between rounds, and also the size of the rounds and valuations have obviously been affected, correct?
Yeah, so I think investors now are looking to fund companies with at least 24 months of runway, if not less. The thinking being that we've got to be able to have enough capital in the bank to help a company through what might be a rocky period. So anything less than 24 months of runway is somewhat risky. So that's one. We have noticed that valuations have come down and round sizes have come down by about 40% in some cases compared to 2020 and 2021. Some companies are even choosing to bootstrap for longer, which I think is a really positive trend. And it's something that we've seen in Europe and we've seen in the US, but less of in Israel. So I think that companies who spend some time bootstrapping before they go and raise an institutional round are more set up for success in some cases, and they've invested in the product, they've invested in sales, they've invested in the team, and then they come to an institutional investor to raise capital and they might be better positioned than others.
Interesting. I mean, and maybe finally, looking ahead, how do you see the coming months, the rest of the year unfolding, maybe looking into 2024?
Yeah, so I think it's going to be, as I said earlier, an amazing time to invest. I think the best companies are born in times of crisis. Statistically, the best funds are ones that are born in downturns or immediately following downturns. So anyone who has the courage and the capital to invest today, I think, is going to do very well. And I think founders who risk it all and come to the market and decide to build companies in the worst of times will end up getting paid in spades for that bold and courageous move.
Okay.
So we're very optimistic.
Yeah, exciting times ahead. Okay, Nicole, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.